Why Dubai? There is always a question that everybody is asking. Why Dubai? When I first meet an investor and I'm pitching Dubai real estate, there is always this drawback, especially for those who do not know anything about Dubai, about UAE in general. So the question is always in their mind, even when it's not spoken out, why should I bring my investment to Dubai? Why should I buy property in Dubai? Dubai, I know, is all about tourism, it's all about sightseeing, it's all about lifestyle. But this is where the major information is. Before the whole lifestyle and luxury and the tourism we see, there is the Dubai that most people do not talk about, right? Every investor that is moving into a new location isn't just looking out for what he is going to gain. If you know a seasoned investor, they don't look at what they will gain, right? They look at the reason why they will gain what they will gain. The reason behind the profit you are making, it is what drives you to invest, not actually the profit you're making. Now, let me bring it down or step it down for us to understand it clearly. If we talk about making money in Dubai, making money on properties, making money on rentals, having capital appreciation, there is a reason why it is so. So you need to break it down. You need to know those reasons. You need to know the plan the government have in place that increases or stabilizes those reasons, so you can be sure that the money you are meant to make, the profits that you are coming to that environment to make, to that city to make, will be guaranteed. That is one. And what most real estate brokers don't tell you, or they don't know, because if they know, they would have informed you, is what makes Dubai, Dubai. That's why I asked the question, why Dubai? In 1985, the Jebel Ali Free Zone was formed after the oil was discovered in the 60s. Today, the Jebel Ali Free Zone, the JAFZA, is 40 years. The JAFZA is the biggest free zone in the world. As of when it started in 1985, it started with 9 companies. Today, with over 11,000 companies or businesses in JAFZA. So you can see the progression on how things have changed over time. This is a home to a lot of Fortune 500 companies, from Mercedes-Benz to Mitsubishi to Sony to Samsung to Hikvision to Panasonic to Procter & Gamble to PepsiCo, a lot of them. Now, we have more than 20 other free zones in the UAE in general and more than 10 to 15 of them in Dubai. From DMCC to e-commerce free zone to Midan free zone to Dubai South free zone to Airport free zone, the DSB free zone, like a lot of them. So free zone became the major bedrock on which Dubai economy was formed outside oil. And this gives or guarantees 36% of Dubai's GDP. Yeah, most people do not know anything about this. Majority of the companies the top companies around the world have their businesses in Dubai. Dubai is a market hub. Dubai is formed on MICE as well. Meeting, incentive, conferences, and exhibition. Most of the exhibitions, most of the meetings, most of the programs, most of the expos are hosted in Dubai. They built the structures, they built the platform for those kind of events to take place. That is why you have more than 5 top banks, financial institutions existing in Dubai. When the Jebel Ali Free Zone came to be, and everybody around the world comes to Dubai to shop, comes to Dubai to buy, Dubai became the one-stop shop, like the one-stop market where when you come in, you buy whatever you need from all the companies you need. Instead of going from Germany to China, to Singapore, to USA to find these companies, you just fly to Dubai and execute all the tasks that could have taken you years to travel around the world to get. Every company there is an office for them here in Dubai. Check that out. When these people come for businesses, what do? They need to relax, they need to catch fun, they need to move around, they need to, of course, add flavor and vibe and vibrancy to the city. That's how the tourism came to be. Bringing in structures, bringing in real estate, bringing in lifestyle. Dubai became not just the market hub, but the lifestyle capital of the world. This started from the free zone, not just the oil. It all started from the free zone, bringing in people, bringing in market. There is nothing any country will achieve without trade and commerce. Of course, buying and selling have always been the order of the day, 100%. Economists will tell you that. And where there is people, there is always transactions. There is always financial exchanges happening, deals, exchange of contacts, exchange of ideas. That's what makes Dubai Dubai, because you can walk into millionaires to billionaires and pitch your ideas. In the next week, next 2 weeks, you're already doing business. That's what makes Dubai Dubai. For all the companies, all the employees of these companies that reside in these free zones, they live here in Dubai. When someone tells you that you're going to make 7%, 8% return on investment, this is the reason behind it. I had a client from Germany. He was here on vacation, obviously stayed in the hotel. So when I was speaking with him, it came to investment, buying property in Dubai. He was a little skeptical, not knowing how many people that lives here, what is it that could be done here, how do people make money. But because he came in as a tourist, when you start explaining to them that every year, more than 10 million people visit Dubai, and 20% of that 10 million come back to Dubai to live, to set up businesses. So every day we are seeing new businesses being set up. At every academic year, you're seeing new intakes in school. You're seeing new schools springing up in all locations. And then you will know that there is influx of people in the city when the traffic starts increasing. All of these people will always look for somewhere to live. Yeah, that's how you calculate your returns. Once a project is completed, there is no reason why that project will not be rented out, except if the owner doesn't want to rent it out, or probably the owner is asking too much than what the average price should be. Next time somebody is telling you that you're going to make 7%, 8%, 10% return on investment, yeah, that's true. And this is the reason behind it. When we talk about aviation, Emirates is the biggest, and we have the busiest airport, the Dubai International Airport. We are not going to dwell on the Al Maktoum Airport that is coming, which will be the largest airport in the world, and obviously we triple the number of passengers and the cargoes that are coming into the country or into the city million times. This is the vision that most investors, when they see, they start planning on how to tap into the benefits of those visions that are coming. So when you're making your financial plans, when you're making your investment plans, you look at the steps that guarantees that these investments are going to be profitable, and it steps down to the visions of the leaders of Dubai to see that whoever comes to this city will have a positive change of life. That's how millionaires are made. Millionaires are made in Dubai overnight, because as small as Dubai is, you can walk into anybody. Like I said before, ideas will exchange hands and business will grow from there. Why you should invest in Dubai in the simplest form? Security. The security of life and property is what everybody is looking for. There is no doubt about it. This is the city that you wake up by 3 a.m., by 4 a.m., by 1 a.m. in the night, and you walk around without having to watch over your shoulder. Where you leave your kids to go to the mall, have lunch with their friends, and they hop in the taxi, go out, hop back in the taxi, and come back home safely without you thinking if anything will happen to them. The safety of life and property, that is number one. And that is what everybody is looking for. Before we even talk about how much you're going to make from your investment, which is the greatest of all of them in the world, in terms of real estate, in terms of businesses, you're not going to pay any tax. Return on investment is 8, 10 to 12, even up to 15% if you are doing Airbnb or short-term rentals. And these are guaranteed because there is stability and there is safety. Stability in the economy and the safety of life and properties. This is what guarantees the return on investment. No tax. When we talk about no tax, a lot of people don't understand it. There is no capital gain on properties. There is no tax on properties. There is no income tax on what you make. For capital gains on properties, on your rentals, there is no tax. Everything you make is 100% yours. So when we say you make 10%, you make 10% to your pocket. Yeah. A lot of people do not get it. You talk to guys in Europe, they feel very surprised. The guys in America, they don't believe it because they don't have the information, but that's what it is. And that is why when you see people rushing to Dubai to make investment, to buy properties, you now know why. This is the most visited city in the world. in terms of tourism. Like I said before, 20% of those visitors become residents because when you see what you like, nobody wants to leave it behind. They all come back to enjoy the benefit of what is here. Let's talk about crypto. Crypto is very legal in Dubai. You can buy a property in Dubai with crypto. When you talk of technologies, when you talk of innovations, Dubai is number one. Dubai is leading in all phases of tech and innovation. When you compare the prices of real estate in Dubai to other early cities around the world, we are still the least. And unlike others, we are still growing because there are still a lot of empty places still to be developed. Unlike New York or Singapore, Tokyo, for instance, you don't have a lot of empty spaces that will still need development to happen. So, why a location is growing, all you need is to step in early enough. The last best time to buy a property was yesterday. The next best time is today. Tomorrow will never be the same. That's always what has been the case. For those that we are in Dubai, maybe 20, 25 years back, before the freehold came into play, we understand that how the prices of property have changed over time till now. But still, the economy still remains very stable. So it's all gain, 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 and gain. This is the only city that you own your business is 100%. When you open up businesses, it's yours 100%. And where you have average properties with maximum luxury lifestyle amenities. In Dubai, we don't just follow standards, we set them. In projects, you're seeing swimming pool, you're seeing gym, which are normal. We go from there to golf, to playgrounds, to paddle courts, to volleyball, to games room, to co-working spaces. That if you don't want to go to the office, you sit in your house, go to the co-working space and work. A lot of amenities you see in projects, in places you live in, your own residence. So the lifestyle you crave for on vacation becomes the lifestyle you live every day. That's the dream. Yeah, that's the dream. When you buy a property that is worth 2 million dirhams and above, you're guaranteed 10 years golden visa. You come in as you like, you go as you like. And not just for you, this is also for your families. These are benefits of owning a property in Dubai. If you buy a property of 1.5, you will get the 5 years green visa. And of course, for a property of 750,000 dirhams, you have your investor visa 2 years, which is for you and your family as well. The benefits differs as the prices also differs. These are benefits of owning a property in Dubai. So, where do you want to start? Comment Dubai below. Let me give you the template that matches your investment goal that will help you secure not just properties, but dream lifestyle. Make use of everything you have now. All the informations, all the benefits. Make Dubai your leverage. Now, this is the time. So, why Dubai? And then I will ask you, why not Dubai? Yeah, why not Dubai? Thank you.